Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. My name is Stuart. In today's lesson, we're looking at phrasal verbs we use when we talk about travel. Let's go to the intro. Now, as I said, today's lesson is looking at phrasal verbs that we use to talk about this topic here, which is travel. Okay, travel. And we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 phrasal verbs that I'm going to show you that we can use in English when we talk about travel. Now, some of these phrasal verbs will be familiar to you. Some of them will not be familiar, okay? So hopefully we can learn some new phrasal verbs. Now, let's get started. The first one is check in, check in. And we use this phrasal verb when we go to either a hotel or we go to the airport to catch a flight, okay? Hotel or airport. The example that I have here is we checked into the hotel but our room wasn't ready, okay? So we went to the hotel, we checked into the hotel, so we gave our information to the receptionist. We gave her our passports, we got the key, all of those things that you do when you go to a hotel. But the room wasn't ready, so we had to wait for a little while until our room was ready. Okay, so we checked in, but the room wasn't ready. Now, if you go to the airport to check in, it means that you take your bags to the counter, okay, and you get your boarding passes and your bags get put onto the plane. That's the check-in at the airport. So remember, check-in to the hotel, check-in at the airport, okay? We can use both. Now we can also use check-in as a noun. You can do the check-in, okay? The check-in process was fast, okay? So we can use that as a verb, check-in, or as a noun, check-in, okay? The check-in. Now the next one is check out. Now check-in, you arrive at the hotel. Check out, you leave the hotel, okay? We don't use check out at the airport. We only use it for hotels. So when your stay at the hotel has finished, you check out, okay? You give the key back to the receptionist. Maybe you need to sign a document. Maybe you need to pay if you haven't prepaid for the hotel, okay? So that is the checkout. That's the checkout, okay? Also as a noun, as I just said, the checkout, okay? So you check out of the hotel or you do the checkout, all right? We checked out of the hotel early and explored the city. We had a look around the city. We checked out of the hotel early. We did an early checkout, okay, as a noun. The next one, drop off. Drop off means that you take somebody by car. You take somebody by car somewhere. I don't know where, okay? Example, would you mind dropping me off at the station, at the train station? Would you mind dropping me off, okay? Would you mind taking me in your car? Would you mind dropping me off at the station, okay? I need to catch a train, please. So drop me off at the station, all right? Drop off. Now, we don't use this as a noun. You can use it as a noun, but the meaning is a little bit different, okay? But normally we use this one as a verb, to drop off, to drop someone off. He dropped me off at the station. Would you mind dropping me off? Okay, we can use that there. The next one is to get away. To get away means that you go on holidays. We can also use it as a noun, but it's one word, a getaway, all right? But here, as a verb, to get away, to go on holidays. Bill looks stressed. He needs to get away for a few days, all right? He needs to get away for a few days, does Bill, okay? Because he's stressed. He needs to get away for a few days, does Bill, as I said, okay? So he needs to go on holidays. That's the recommendation that I would make to Bill, because he is stressed, okay? He needs to get away for a few days. Now the next one is hold up, to hold up, okay? To hold up means to delay in a travel sense. You can also use it if you rob a bank, you hold up a bank, but here it's travel, okay? It's also a noun, a hold up. There was a hold up, but here as a phrasal verb, Jenny's going to be late. Her flight's been held up. Her flight's been delayed, or her flight's been held up. That's why Jenny's going to be late. She took a plane, it's been held up, she's going to arrive late. Okay? Delay. There's been a hold up with Jenny's flight as a noun. Okay? So verb or noun, we can use that one there, hold up. To travel. The next one is to set off. Again, set off has different meanings, but here we're talking about set off in a travel sense, okay? It means to begin a journey, to begin your trip. You set off. What time do you want to set off tomorrow? What time do you want to leave? What time do you want to set off tomorrow, my friend? Early, mid-morning, mid-afternoon? When do you want to set off? What time do you want to set off tomorrow, John? That's the question I would ask. Okay, so begin the journey. What time are we setting off? What time do you want to set off tomorrow, John? Okay, and the last one is take off. Now, take off's fairly easy. I'm sure that you learnt this phrasal verb years ago. Take off. Okay, it's also a noun. You can use it as a noun, but it means to begin to fly. Your plane takes off. We took off on schedule. There were no delays. We took off on schedule, or schedule if you're from America. We took off on schedule. There were no delays. So we began to fly on time. Our flight was not delayed. Okay? Very unusual, because flights are normally delayed. Flights normally don't take off on time. But on this particular occasion, we were lucky. Our plane took off on time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 phrasal verbs we can use when we talk about travel. Now, thanks for watching the lesson. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below as you normally do. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with your friends on social media. I'll see you in the next English lesson. See you later.